أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا أقسم بهذا البلد وأنت حل بهذا البلد ووالد وما ولد. لقد خلقنا الإنسان في كبد. أيحسب أن لن يقدر عليه أحد. يقول أهلكت مالا لبدا. أيحسب أن لم يره أحد. ألم نجعل له عينين ولسانا وشفتين وهديناه النجدين فلاقتحم العقبة وما أدراك ما العقبة. فك رقبة أو إطعام في يوم ذي مسغبة يتيما ذا مقربة أو مسكينا ذا متربة ثم كان من الذين آمنوا وتواصوا بالصبر وتواصوا بالمرحمة. أولئك أصحاب الميمنة. والذين كفروا بآياتنا هم أصحاب المشعمة. عليهم نار مؤصدة. آمنت بالله صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين. والحمد لله. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد كلما ذكره الذاكرون وصل على سيدنا محمد كلما غفل عن ذكر الغافلون. وصل على سيدنا محمد في الأولين وصل على سيدنا محمد في الآخرين وصل على سيدنا محمد في كل وقت وحين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا زدنا علما. ربنا زدنا علما. ربنا زدنا علما. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربنا زدنا علما. ربنا زدنا علما. ربنا زدنا علما. آمين ثم آمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I hope all of you are doing well, inshallah, with your lives, and I hope you're all in the state of increasing iman, and I hope you are reciting Quran on daily basis, reciting Quran with meaning every day. So there are some issues with this video. I'm still trying to figure it out. So I'm not able to like show my video. I'm not able to. I tried, but it's not showing my video. I hope. I think something has happened with this. But maybe today we'll have to go like this. You just have to listen to me. Not you, you may not be able to see me today. So that's the thing. I'm really sorry for this technical glitch. I didn't know it will happen. So otherwise, I would have done something. So today we have second session of Surah Balad. Surah Balad. We had a very brief introduction in the last Sunday, and we were able to study the four ayahs of the surah. So I hope you all must have gone through these four ayahs and you all would have started to memorize it, inshallah. So before going to the ayah number 5, we'll just have a look at the first four ayahs. And it's very difficult for me, like, because I'm not able to see myself also. So I'm just seeing these pillars in a masjid. So I I'm not I'm sorry for that. So before going ahead, I'll just try to go through the first four ayahs. What the first four ayahs are telling us. Allah says, "La uqsimu bihadha al-balad." No, I swear by the city, bihadha al-balad. Wa anta hillum bihadha al-balad. And you, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, my Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you have been made lawful in the city, right? وَوَالِدٍ وَمَا وَلَدٍ. And by the and the and I swear by Father and the children he begot. وَوَالِدٍ وَمَا وَلَدٍ. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي كَبَدٍ. And we have indeed created man in efforts, in toil, in kabad. So last time we had a detailed discussion about these ayahs. Now today we'll try to understand the ayahs which are coming ahead. So ayah number 5. I hope you all have Musaf in front of your like, please, if not, so please keep Musaf in your lap or in your mobile or whatever possible is there. So please keep your Musaf in your hands so that you'll be able to track where we are. Allah is saying, أَيَحْسَبُ أَن لَّن يَقْدِرَ عَلَيْهِ أَحَدٌ. So in the initial four ayahs, Allah is taking oath, right? Allah said, لا أقسم بهذا البلد وأنت حل بهذا البلد ووالد وما ولد. And then Allah said, لقد خلقنا الإنسان في كبد. Indeed, we have created man in kabad, in toil, in efforts, in struggle. Then Allah says, أيحسب أن لن يقدر عليه أحد. Does he think that never will anyone overcome him? Does he have that thought like no one will overcome him? No one will have power over him? Does he think that? Or he thinks like I'm self-sufficient, I'm Ghani, and I'm like I can do anything and nobody can stop me. Even if I commit genocide in Palestine, nobody can stop me. And if I go over the bodies of millions of people and nobody can question me, it's not like that. The one who created you is the one who can overpower you. The one who created you can destroy you in milliseconds. Now you are getting some deal, you are getting some time so that you may come back to the truth or you may consider the truth. But if you're not coming back to the truth and if you are continuously doing this oppression, and then you will see the wrath of your creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this time, Allah is telling their language because they have thought that nobody can overpower me. Who is there to overpower me? It comes with the thought when the person, it happens with Muslims also. You don't think that it happens with Netanyahu only, it happens with Muslims also. So some Muslims who are in the powerful state, so they think that no, nobody can overpower me. I am a millionaire, I am a billionaire. Nobody can overpower me. I have everything in my life. So why to care? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَيَحْسَبُ أَن لَّن يَقْدِرَ عَلَيْهِ أَحَدٌ. Does he think that no one is more powerful than him? He has 1 billionaire, he has 2 billionaire, he has 2 billions, he has 3 billions, and he is flying in the air. No. We can overpower him. So the thing is, Allah describes the psychological human condition here, which involves two conflicts. One is conflict of worry, but at the same time, he has to maintain a reputation that he's not stressed. So this is well shown through the celebrities who show that they are confident, they are more confident, they are like there's nothing wrong with them, but they are really stressed out behind the scenes. That's why they go for substance abuse. I'm sure most of us are from psychology background and we can understand. So when they are this on the stage, uh, we look we look at them as someone who is more confident, and they seem to be confident. They stage them like they are the confident people, but inside they are not confident. They are more stressed out, and that's why they go for substance abuse. They go for alcohol so as to relieve them, so that they are relieved of this conflict of worry. So that's why Allah is saying that, does this man think that none has power over him? The word yahsabu means he assumes. She assumes. This person thinks that he is the one above everything else. He thinks that none can overpower only him. So you have these Netanyahu, genocidal maniac, who will command war and kill thousands and millions of people. And with this thinking, like, who is going to stop me? Nobody will have control over me, right? Right now, Biden is also thinking like that. And now he is getting those issues. You can see whatever it's useless, it's out of the portion, out of his like human weakness, because he was thinking like, I am the superpower, I'm the head of the superpower. But right now, if you like, there have been instances see recently, he is talking gibberish these days, literally talking gibberish. He doesn't have any iota of what he's talking about. He is telling the this Ukraine Prime Minister Zelensky, he's telling him, you are the President Putin. So you can imagine how Allah deals with them, right? Then Allah is saying Ahad. Allah uses Ahad. Ahad in this ayah, by Ahad being placed here, it signifies that this person thinks no one, not even Allah, na'uzubillah, not even Allah can overcome him. Not even Allah can overpower him. So the previous parts of the surah are past tense, right? The word lan is in future tense. Lan means not. It's in future tense. And when we go back to the surah, the previous ayahs, they are all in past tense. This part of the surah is future tense. This implies that someone who is not aware of the past and how Allah has dealt with the arrogant people before him. So this person will cause his own destruction due to his ignorance, right? So sometimes we feel that I am having so much money. My these doctors are on just one call away, and then everything is there. So who will overpower me? But then we have to remind ourselves, Allah is there. Allah is Al-Qahhar, Al-Jabbar, Al-Aziz. If you go through the meaning of this Al-Aziz, Al-Aziz, the one of the beautiful names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Aziz means izzah, the honor. Al-Aziz means the one who overpowers. So when we go through the meanings of these names only, then we understand who Allah is, right? Then Allah says, Allah is bringing us the psychology of people before us. He is informing us the psychology of people in the past as well as in the present. And he is telling us these things because so that we do not follow their footsteps. If Qarun was miser, we should not be miser. We should not follow his steps. We should follow the steps of Hazrat Ayyub alayhi salam. We should follow the steps of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We should follow the steps of our prophets, glorious prophets, right? Then Allah says, يَقُولُ أَحْلَقْتُ مَالًا لُبَدًا. Here you will understand how Allah is portraying their psychological defect which they have. What is their psychological defect? When they spend some money, recently we had many people witness the marriage of what is his name? Um, uh, Ambani's son. I think his name is Anand Ambani. And it was around 5,000 crore. How much? 5,000 crore. You tell me logically, what was the need of this 5,000 crore wedding? There are people who don't have the food in the lunch and in the dinner. They don't have food. They don't have shelter. And you tell me one thing, by this 5,000 crore, at least, like we can say, okay, let him have 1,000 crore wedding. That's also extravagant. Let him have 1,000 crore wedding. Give the people, give this nation 4,000 crore. Give those deserving people 4,000 crore. Or not even, don't even do that. Try to prepare, try to establish a university. In 4,000 crore, we can have a big and largest university and very, very good university. We can have a very good university. But no, they have to spend, they have to brag about it. And this is how Allah is telling us in this ayah. يَقُولُ أَحْلَقْتُ مَالًا لُبَدًا. He says, I have destroyed, I have wasted wealth in abundance. I have wasted. He says it joyfully. He boasts about it. He boasts about it. I have wasted money in abundance. I have wasted my wealth in abundance. So his wrong assumptions make him become arrogant enough to say, I have destroyed. Allah has used the word destroyed. I'll tell you why Allah has used destroyed. Uh, there should be a word anfaqtu. What? Anfaqtu. But Allah used the word ahlaqtu because He does it uh, like that. He spends his money, her money like that only. He says, I have destroyed ahlaqtu, enormous amounts of wealth. And lubad means liquid and sticky, and you can pile things on top of it due to its stickiness. And the word lubd, lam, ba, dal. Lubd means he has gathered wealth upon wealth and destroyed it. And in English, we say like, uh, I blew a lot of money on that car, on that house, on that bungalow. So this is the means by which arrogance is shown, kibr is shown. And I told you he didn't say anfaqtu. He said ahlaktu. He didn't say I spent. He didn't say anfaqtu. He didn't say I spent a lot of wealth. But he says, in order to boast about himself and his money, his wealth, he says, ahlaktu. He wants to show that he has wasted that wealth out of arrogance. He wants to make sure that people know that he is so rich, he doesn't even count the amount he has wasted. This is the sign of arrogance to build his self esteem in society. And in weddings also, what happens? Leave this Ambani. Like normal middle class wedding. In middle class wedding, not in elite class. In middle class wedding, people spend a lot of money. I don't know about India. I know about Kashmir because I belong to that place, that nation. So what people do is they invest their money in certain things. One is their jaida, their property, their house. Second is their wedding. And wedding is so it's so extravagant that like most of the food gets wasted. Most of the food. I have seen it with my own eyes. And they spend around lakhs of money, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs. I'm telling you about those middle class families. And they boast about it after that, after the wedding and during the wedding. You know, my daughter's wedding, it was around 5 lakh, it was around 10 lakh. But when it comes to the wedding in Islam, nikah in Islam, and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam categorically said that nikah, which is simple, which doesn't have extravagancy, so that will be blessed. That will have barakah. And after that, after these extravagant weddings, you will see the the result of those weddings. They don't sustain. They don't sustain. You can see they do not sustain. Those weddings do not sustain because they are built on the fanciness of materialism, on the haughtiness, on extravagance. So we should not boast about our wealth. Whatever we have, we should not boast about it, and we should not spend it like we forget other people. There are other people in our society, in our neighborhood, who need our help. There are widows, there are orphans. You can do something. And that's why Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and the Islam came up with the institute of zakah. Islam came up with the institute of zakah and Baitul Mal. And with this Baitul Mal, everyone will be helped. But now we have lost that. And why we are having these many people in the form of widows, orphans, and poor people? Because we don't give zakah. We don't give just 2.5% of our money, of our wealth. We don't give. But when it comes to spending, then we lose ourselves. We spend it heavily. We go for extravagance. And then we boast. We Muslims. Let's not talk about those non-Muslims. Let's talk about ourselves only. And then we boast about it. You know, my son's wedding, my brother's wedding, my sister's wedding. It was a huge wedding. We had this Nigin club hired. Nigin club is in Kashmir. You should visit that. We had this Vivanta. We had that big hotel. Oh my God, it was a huge wedding. Wow. I liked it. Astaghfirullah. So, and then we say we are the followers of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We are the followers of Islam. How come? And Allah is going to ask us about all these things. How you spend it, it's in Hadith. Allah is going to ask us, every one of us, how you earned your wealth, how you spend it, how you spent it. Then I cannot say that, Ya Allah, my brother's wedding was there, so I contributed 50 lakh. My sister's wedding was there, so I thought it will be good if we hire a seven-star hotel. So why not do that? Then Allah will look at us in different way. He will tell us, had I sent you to this world to perform your wedding or your brother's or sister's wedding in the Taj Vivanta or somewhere else, had I informed you about that? Was that in the Quran? Or you will go to Dubai for weddings? You will go to US or Turkey for weddings? So was it not possible for you to remain at your hometown and conduct your marriage? So then we should have an answer. So the nikah, which is done simple and which has less amount of uh, like uh, involvement, that will be blessed nikah. It will have barakah, inshallah. Because I'm not saying it, I'm not the one who is saying it. It is said by our role model, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So why this person is saying yaqulu ahlaktu mal lubada? Why is he saying that I have wasted a lot of wealth? Because he has to show off. And if you go back to the 89th surah, Allah is again portraying the psychology of this very guy. What Allah says that فَعَمَّ الْإِنسَانُ إِذَا مَا ابْتَلَاهُ رَبُّهُ فَأَكْرَمَهُ وَنَعَّمَهُ فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي أَكْرَمَنِ. And as for a man, when his Lord tries him, إِذَا مَا ابْتَلَاهُ رَبُّهُ, his Lord tries him and is generous, فَأَكْرَمَهُ, and favors him, وَنَعَّمَهُ فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي أَكْرَمَنِ. And what does this guy say? This guy says, my Lord has favored me a lot. Wow. I am the best slave of Allah because He has given me a lot of wealth. He has given me many things. But again, after that, Allah is saying that وَأَمَّا إِذَا مَبْتَلَاهُ فَقَدَرَ عَلَيْهِ رِزْقَهُ فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي أَحَانًا. The same guy, the same insan. What does he say? He says it differently. What does he say? He says that, but when he tries him and restricts his provision, he says, my Lord has humiliated me. Astaghfirullah. So here, Allah is telling us, if you have wealth, you're not the one who is liked by Allah. If you don't have wealth, you're not the one who is disliked by Allah. What is the criteria of the likeness by Allah? How does Allah like the person? What is the criteria? Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. It's not your wealth, it's not your status, it's not your ascriptions, it's not your those money, it's not anything. It's just taqwa, by which you will gain the favor of Allah, by which you will be liked by Allah, by which you will gain the love and pleasure of Allah. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. Indeed, in the sight of Allah, the most honorable person is the one who has more taqwa of Allah. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. Surah Hujurat. So, this person thought that if Allah has given me wealth, I am the best slave. No, He loves me. No, no, no. That's not the criteria. Criteria is just very simple. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. Why does he do that? Why does he say that I have wasted my wealth? Because he just wants to show how much money he wasted. And he will say, man, I destroyed 12 lakh rupees on that house. I destroyed 50 lakh on that house. He wants to show off to see that shocking expression on people's face. People will be, oh, oh my God, Ya Allah. Oh, 20 lakh, 50 lakh. Wow. So similarly, um, this uh, Maulana Amin Ahsan Islahi, rahimahullah, who is the author of Tadabbur al-Quran. Tadabbur al-Quran is a tafsir uh, authored by Maulana Amin Ahsan Islahi, rahimahullah. His teacher was Maulana Farahi, rahimahullah. Hamiduddin Farahi, rahimahullah. He was the genius of Quran. And he was the one who studied the linguistics of Quran, who studied the coherence of Quran, who studied the nizam of Quran. And his student was this, the author of Tadabbur al-Quran, Maulana Amin Ahsan Islahi, rahimahullah. So he says that people who are not mature in their thinking think that spending a lot of wealth on cars, homes, bungalows, on statuses, it's to have people staring at them is amazing. They get a joy feeling out of it. They get a joy. Oh wow, this person is looking at me. Wow, he's staring at me because I'm Ambani. I'm Biden. I'm somebody else. I'm the millionaire. I'm the billionaire. So Rasul, this in Quran, Surah Hadid, ayat number 20, Allah says that uh, اعلموا إنما الحياة الدنيا لعب ولهو وزينة وتفاخر بينكم وتكاثر في الأموال والأولاد. Know that the life of this world is but amusement and diversion and adornment and boasting to one another and competition in increase of wealth and children. Al-Hakum al-Takathur. We studied that surah. So it's just nothing except like boasting, right? And but when the call to give to the needy is mentioned, these people, the same guy, he makes excuses so that he doesn't have to give anything in charity. He makes excuses. No, I have to pay for a hospital. I have to pay for my daughter's this wedding. I have to pay for my daughter's fee, my son's fee. So I may not be able to give you today. You let me know. You come back to me after a while, after a week, and then after a week, he forgets. The other person also forgets. So when they are asked, like, give something in the charity, give something in the way of Allah, they make excuses. They make a lot of excuses. But at the time of extravagance, they are full of energy. They are full of optimism, so-called optimism. They're like, oh, we have to spend. It's my son's wedding. It's my son's birthday. It's my daughter's birthday. It's my wife's, like, it's our anniversary. So we have to spend. But when it comes to charity, they make excuses. So may Allah save us from those people. May Allah protect us. And we should not be among those people. We should ask Allah, Ya Allah, make me the one who always give, who always gives in your way. So, insan can also mean that in the struggle against Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There was one person who would say that you should make me the leader of you because I spent the most money against Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Muslimun. You should make me the leader because I spent most of the money. What was he spending on? He was wasting his wealth. He was wasting his money on the against Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So uh, Allah is telling us that the disbeliever will be regretful on the judgment day. The one who doesn't spend in the way of Allah, who is the brother of shaitan, because in Surah Isra, Allah has already guaranteed that those who are involved in spendthrift, those who spend their money in extravagance, they are the brothers of shaitan, ikhwan of shaitan. So those people will be regretful on the judgment day because of wasting their money worthlessly. When this money could have been invested for a great cause, for building a hospital. You tell me, uh, out of this 4,000 crore, a very good multi-specialty hospital would have been created, would have been established. Why not? It can be established, but they have to do tafakhur. They have to boast about it. So we should ask Allah, Ya Allah, if you give us money, make us spend on your way. Make us spend on the greater causes. And then Allah is saying, again, Allah is portraying their psychology, their behavior, their mind. أَيَحْسَبُ أَن لَّمْ يَرَهُ أَحَدٌ. Does he think that no one saw him? No one can see him? Does he think that? After doing all these things, after spending in extravagance, after destroying, as per him, after destroying his wealth on useless things, on worthless things, after doing tafakhur, after doing tabzir, after doing wastefulness? Does he think that no one saw him? Like, how did he get that audacity? So when Allah says, and so here an important thing is to understand. Allah is saying that, doesn't this boaster understand that there is also a God above him who sees by what means he obtained his wealth, in what ways he spent it, and with what intention, motive, and purpose he did all this? Sometimes some people give charity. They do give charity, but their intention is something else. Their intention is, uh, I'll be a respectable citizen in this society. I'll be said, oh my God, Ansur Saab is very great. Wow, he gives charity, he offers namaz. Wow, there's no person like him. Wow, he's amazing, or she's amazing. They give charity on the road. Wow, oh my God, Ya Allah, they are the best people. But only Ansur Sahab, only that person knows what their intention is. May Allah purify our intentions continuously. May Allah purify our intentions. So, some people do good things, but they have some other intention out of their so-called good deed. So Allah is saying that, does he think that no one saw him? No one is able to capture his intentions. His intention was to gather people's favors, people's praises, so that people praise him. Wow, this person is amazing. No, Allah is aware of everything. Does he think that Allah will put any value on his extravagance, his this his boasting, his fame mongering? Does he think that, like this world, Allah too will be deluded by it? So people think that, uh, like, Allah will, no, Allah doesn't see, no problem. But Allah is saying that, does he think that he will delude Allah like he deluded people? No. We can't outsmart Allah. Nobody can outsmart Allah. Right? So here Allah has used the word lam. Lam is actually past tense. It means no. So the Quraysh thought that they had a natural born right to the honors and riches they had in Makkah. But Allah is telling them that He is watching what they are doing and how they spend their money, how they earn their money, how they spend their money against Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So Allah gave this barren desert a city a life. This Arab, this Makkah, it was full of desert. Who gave this life? Only through the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam, who was a monotheist, who was a Muslim, who was sincere to Allah. So you kuffar, you disbelievers, you those who extravagant, who perform extra, don't have that we have power, we have everything. So this is Allah who gives you. This is Allah who can take it back, right? So I think we'll study uh, uh, like I think I'll stop here because I'm sure you will have like you will be getting bored by looking at this screen only. I'm sure of that. I'm really sorry about that. I sincerely apologize for this. because something happened with something happened with the settings. So we'll stop here and then we'll take some questions if you have any, inshallah. And next week we'll go ahead, inshallah. And next week we have a very wonderful thing to discuss. ألم نجعل له عينين ولسانا وشفتين وهديناه النجدين. They're all beautiful ayahs and they will make us aware about many things, inshallah. So if you have any questions, please go ahead.